With a chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the Falcons have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Mariota. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking a big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he shifts past him, and he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running the counter with Mostert. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. We'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Second and 1. Drops this off with Nwangu. Touchdown! Kene Nwangu from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. To throw is Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They hand it off to Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. Touchdown, Falcons! Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. 21-0 our score after one. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Third down, Mariota. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. Play action now. Mariota. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
And now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. As we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst from 10 yards out. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. He'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action. Mariota flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got free.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Chicago. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Bulldozes past him. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. And again this time to the tailback.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Third and goal, Mariota. Touchdown, Bears! From 10 yards out, and the Bears cut into that lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 164 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Second down and 3.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 6. Now back to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. John Ross, 48 yards. And the Falcons add on. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a bit closer.
McPherson on for the point after. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will cut this lead down to 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.